for me, it's like I'm right there with Easton as far as when I first see him and I'm like, this is the one. I give myself a second or two of like, holy, because when I really think back of like all of the deer that I've killed, like ones when you're chasing them, I think that honestly is the peak excitement level. I think when you first see them, the reason that we all get so addicted to chasing one is because, and when I think back of it and try and understand it, is because you're always wondering, am I ever going to be able to have that moment? And I don't think it's always, you're thinking of the moment of shooting him, but like the moment when you first see him and it's him and then he's coming in and it's like, oh my God. So I'm with Easton that I give myself a second or two to embrace that and be excited about it. And then the easiest way that I can explain it for people, and only half of our audience is going to get this, is when you play Red Dead Redemption, there is this portion in Red Dead where you can double click both analog sticks and everything goes into tunnel and slow motion. And then you can just pick the guys off, no problem. And that's what I'm able to flip a switch that goes into that mode. Okay, the first thing I'm doing is like I'm assessing the field. Is there anything else going on that I need to be mindful of? Is there a doe over here that I wasn't thinking about? Is my wind okay? I'm going through those checklists super quick. I'm grabbing my bow as quickly and smoothly as I can. And then one thing I will note that I had to really think about this is when I grab my bow, one of the very first things I do is get my grip proper. And I think that could be something that a lot of people mess up because I think they grab their bow and they forget about their grip. And if they don't, it can be very hard to draw your bow properly if you didn't grab the grip correct initially. So I just do that so that I'm like, I don't have to worry about that part. Done. From there is what I'm looking at is, okay, where are my openings? If the wind is all in my favor, then I like calm down a little bit more because I'm like, okay, he can come up here. He's not going to win me. I've got 3-4 minutes, whatever. We're okay. And then I'm doing the same thing. I'm reading these shooting lanes. I'm seeing when I can draw. I'm also checklisting in my head what are the distances. And then I think the other factor here that we haven't talked about that is by far one of the most important pieces, and I don't know, you can't teach this. The only way that you can get this is from experience, is I'm reading the deer's body language. I'm looking at that deer and I'm saying, okay, he's calm, he's nervous, he's going to be chasing a doe, or like he's fired up and he's chasing this doe, and so when I grunt at him, I'm going to have to grunt loud. I'm not going to go, meh. I'm going to, meh. I'm like trying to take in all of those things